something I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that's going to be lekker. And I still haven't remembered what else I wanted to ask you. I think it was just basically talking about the Ellie chat and the walk, and certainly looking forward to a lot more walks. That's something that Herman and I will be on quite a few hours for the next while, pretty much daily. So that's something that we're going to get to know each other also, and the same as we are, get to know each other more on a different level. As soon as you're on foot in the bush, apart from the fact that your senses are a bit more alert, maybe a bit more than a bit, maybe a lot alert, apart from the fact that you're obviously more aware, but it's also much more personal space. You can hear each other's footsteps, and I look forward to also getting to know you more, and you obviously, but especially you guys coming on the walk with us. It's going to be quite an experience from a personal point of view as well. And yeah, anything else, Herman? Before I think Simon's going to jump in next. No, something else I want to mention, and actually Simon will understand this as well over time. Something that I've noticed the last couple of days, I'm using it more than I did before, is the term just now. We're just going to have a quick look at Gary Waterl, we'll see just now. It is something that I realize is not always familiar to people from overseas especially. Are you familiar with the term at all, Simon? Just now?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah, from the time in South Africa. It's to translate it is not... Herman, can you translate just now for us?
Just now, well...
Sort of a loose translation, there isn't this exact translation, obviously.
Well, it comes from Afrikaans, I mean, no.
I think so, yeah.
Which is basically the direct translation to English, is just now, which is
Right.
in a moment.
No would be now. And net no is just now.
Oh, that's true.
Net no is just a little bit longer than now.
Yeah.
So in a little bit.
In a little bit, yeah, in a short while. I'm not exactly sure, but I would say in a little bit, yeah.
That's sort of a time frame that can depend. Just now can be in the next few days as well. If it's if you have to pay the bank, you pay the bank just now. I mean, that's like in a couple of weeks or months.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, before I get too silly, Herman, cool. Always lekker talking. We'll do a lot more of these, and we're going to do it again when we braai some of that Wors just now afterwards as well. Yeah, you can grab that one. There's glasses for everyone lined up.
Thank you very much.
Let me grab that.
You grab that, thanks.
Get it for Simon. Guys, I didn't actually introduce it properly earlier. Simon was behind the camera. He's going to join us now, and he'll go back to the camera. Herman will be behind the camera now, and Piet's in the live control center, just to give you an idea of who's on the ground, if you will, tonight at Fireside Chat. Simon, your second Fireside Chat.
What's that?
I say it's your second Fireside Chat.
First Fireside Chat.
Didn't you make last?
No, I wasn't here. I came here last Tuesday night.
That shows you my memory. Yeah. So I really thought we spoke around the fire the other night.
No,
well, it's your first Fireside Chat.
Yeah,
then.
we chatted, I think, like the first WeChat. So.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up with the schedule.
Yeah.
There's so many new things going on.
Yeah, which was interesting for me coming in, because there's all these new programs coming in right when I got here. The WeChat, the WeLearn, WeWalk was another one, so that was definitely interesting.
Yeah, there's been lots going on. You're arriving at an exciting time when there's new things going on. First chat, so there's a lot of easy questions. The one is, I'm very keen to hear, I mean, we've spoken about it as well, but just to hear your account again. I'm sure the people joining us as well, about your first leopard, and not only your first leopard, but then it was two different leopards and a cheetah, and we've had magnificent cats the last few days. But before that, just a quick general, what's your feel like around camp? I mean, what's your impression after being here for about a week?
Just from the first night alone, I really loved it. Loved the setup, as well as the first night just sitting around the campfire with everybody. We heard a hyena, a leopard, and I believe a lion just the first night, just kind of off in the distance, which was pretty cool. That we knew. It's pretty much in Africa, and pretty much just from the first few minutes here, I know I'm going to love it. I'm going to try to stay as long as I can out here. It's just been an amazing experience so far. Just haven't even been here a week and saw so many different animals, so many amazing things. And yeah, my first time seeing a leopard, and kind of two in the same day, as well as a cheetah. A cheetah is one of my favorite animals as well, and it was really cool. And as Peter was kind of just driving to our surprise, I was kind of hoping it was a cheetah, and sure enough, it kind of was. It's just amazing. It's always amazing to see any signs of life. So. Yeah.
No, it certainly was. And I mean, you've also seen different leopards now, which is also great. I mean, you've seen, I've mentioned it a few times on the drive, but it's been quite special, I guess, or amazing that we've seen 3 generations in the last, 2 drives really, but the last 3 drives as well. And so that alone is, I mean, you've seen the history of some of the leopards around here. And just again, what was the first time we saw that leopard? I mean, I know there was a game drive vehicle, lots going on, and the cameras and all it's new.
But there's a game drive vehicle, and then when I'm kind of usually behind the camera, I'm thinking of everything. I'm like looking at the monitor, trying to make sure the exposure is right and everything. So some of that's like looking through the camera, but a lot of times I just had to look up, and it was still just kind of unreal to actually see the leopards just up in the tree. Or I think Karula was the first one just sitting on the termite mound, and it's just amazing. They're just beautiful, and it's kind of hard to believe I was actually here looking at the actual animal itself, and then looking down at the screen you can kind of pick up a little bit more, but just breathtaking. It's just really words can't describe.
Oh, well, it's good to know. It's a huge part of being out here is that you enjoy it. Well, not a huge part, it's a very important part.
Yeah.
If you're out here and not enjoying it, then you shouldn't be out here. Then there's a lot of other places to be. But it's been nice to see that as well. It's nice to see you looking at things. I saw some of your monkey pictures just now. I quickly checked out a couple of emails just to see what's going on. And yeah, very nice. I mean, the monkeys, they're very skittish of camera lenses, I'm sure you saw.
A little bit, yeah. It's something I'm going to be working on, is kind of sitting around with more of the vervet monkeys, trying to get them kind of used to the camera lenses again, just kind of observe more of the behavior, because I really like to kind of sit and watch some of the animals. I can watch pretty much anything for long periods of time. So
well, the monkeys are fantastic, yeah. No, I mean, I actually looked at the shots and I thought very nicely done, so you must stick at it. You're gonna spend some time with them and maybe film them a bit as well.
Yeah, it's going to try to do a little bit of both to kind of get them used to both cameras again, like video and still. So I'm gonna I've been kind of doing that. We have a whole bunch of vervet monkeys that kind of come into our camp all the time. That usually when I'm out here, I just kind of squat down to about their level and just kind of observe them and let them observe me. So
that's brilliant. Habituation is important, as we've learned with the camera, for instance. I was a bit like those monkeys a year or two ago. I was very aware of a camera lens, very nervous of it. Now, of course, I just see you guys there, and let me not get started about how amazed I still am about the process of what we do out here with Wild Earth.
It's definitely amazing. It's also amazing. I'm sure some of our North American viewers is probably wondering kind of about some of the things. Yeah, it's just amazing out here. We have internet, we have tons of computers, we have phones, so it's just kind of interesting, because I'm sure some of them are probably thinking like, okay, I got asked a lot. I worked at a turtle rehabilitation center, and they kept on asking me, okay, what's it going to be like out there? Are you going to be living in shacks, or is it, solid structures? To where, it's solid structures, and it's really nice accommodations. I really love it out here.
And there's lions and elephants walking around the roads.
Yeah, there's live elephants, and then you just kind of wake up to, I was outside the window, scorpions out here, which, Mom, Dad, don't listen. It's fine.
It certainly is. Oh, awesome, man. Well, Simon, I think we're going to get Pete out here just now as well. We're going to chat about a few things. And it's just nice to see you enjoying things and make yourself more and more at home. That's important. This is where you're going to live.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting coming in the first week with all the new shows coming on. You guys are kind of getting prepared for that. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just figure stuff out.
That's how it works. So we're still figuring stuff out. That's at least how I look at it. Yeah. It's most important, and again, I say this often, but it's important to have fun.
Yeah, it's all been fun. Just the learning, kind of the trial by fire type of thing is really good. Like the first few days is getting thrown 3 different cameras, like especially the IR camera, is really interesting. So it's always just fun to learn that stuff, and more fun to do it on the fly, and even more fun doing it out on the roads out there.
The roads certainly had a bit of a challenge. Wait till they get muddy when the rains come. Then you'll be doing it sometimes outside the car as well.
Exactly.
You start getting stuck. Cool, Simon. Well, nice having you for your first Fireside Chat, not your second. And I'm sure we'll chat again a few times in the week around